Shabbat Shalom. Bim bam, bim 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 bam, bim 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 bam, bim bam, bim 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 bam, bim 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 bam. Shabbat Shalom, Shabbat Shalom, Shabbat 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 Shalom, Shabbat Shalom, Shabbat Shalom. Shabbat, 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 Shalom. Shabbat, 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 Shalom. Shabbat, 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 Shalom. Shabbat, Shalom. Shabbat, Shalom. Shabbat, 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 Shalom. Shabbat Shalom, and welcome to Kabbalat Shabbat and Ma'ariv. Thrilled you all made it. Hopefully we'll be a little more in number, and thanks for joining us online. Jews gathering together in and of itself creates a holy space. And so please join me on page 128 for Hine Matov, how good and how pleasant it is that brothers and sisters dwell together. Hine Matov u'manayim shevet achim gam yachad. Hine Matov u'manayim shevet achim gam yahad. Hine matov shevet achim gam yahad. Hine matov shevet achim gam yahad. Hine matov u'manayim shevet achim gam yahad. Hine matov u'manayim shevet achim gam yachad. Now spicy. Hine matov u'manayim shevet achim gam yachad. Hine matov u'manayim shevet achim gam yachad. Hine matov, hine matov. Yalalai, yalalalalai. Hine matov, hine matov. Yalalai, yalalalalai. Hine matov u'manayim shevet achim gam yachad. Hine matov u'manayim shevet achim gam yachad. In celebration of song and appreciating the uniqueness and beauty of Colorado in honor of our Creator, please join me on page 643 for SI&I, shaking things up a little bit. .643 at the very top. Esai el heharim, me'ayin yavo ezri. Esai el heharim, me'ayin yavo ezri. Ezri me'im Adonai, oseh shamayim va'aretz. Ezri me'im Adonai, oseh shamayim va'aretz. Esai el heharim, me'ayin yavo ezri. Esai el heharim, me'ayin yavo ezri. I lift my eyes to the mountains. From where does my help come? My help comes from God, maker of heaven and earth. Please turn back to page 121 as we gear up for the candle lighting. We're going to read responsively the second reading on page 121. I'll kick it off, and then you guys follow. O source of light and truth, creator of the eternal law of goodness, help us to find knowledge by which we live. Lead us to take the words we shall speak into our hearts and in our lives.
Bless all who enter this sanctuary and all who bring the offerings of their hearts. May our worship lead us to acts of kindness, peace, and love.
Okay, we're going to do something a little different. So, I have had a really stressful week. I know some of you have too. We've been texting, there's lots of things going on, there's lots of things around the world, it's getting hot again. And I think sometimes it's okay just to take a deep breath. And I'm gonna do this too. So I'm gonna lead you through like a guided meditation, a guiding breathing exercise, so we can just kind of pause in this moment so we can welcome in the Shabbat light. So before we light the candles, I'm gonna lead this deep breathing exercise, focusing on the themes of nefesh, ruach, and neshama, 3 aspects of our souls. So find a comfortable seated position. I'm gonna try to do the same but standing. I wish my neck was a little longer. There we go. When you are ready, close your eyes or let your eyes relax and unfocus and take a moment to settle in this space. Let's begin by taking a slow, deep breath in through your nose, allowing the air to fill your lungs completely. As you inhale, focus on nefesh, the essence of life within you, grounding you in the present moment. Inhale deeply, feeling this vital energy permeate. Hold that breath gently at the top, pausing to embrace neshama, the divine breath, the essence of your spiritual connection. Find a sense of peace and clarity as you hold this breath for a moment. Now, exhale slowly and completely through your mouth, releasing any tension or stress with ruach, the breath of wind and spirit. Feel yourself letting go of anything that no longer serves you, allowing your body and mind to relax deeply. Continue this pattern. Inhale deeply through the nose, drawing in nefesh, feeling revitalized and present in this moment. Hold gently at the top, connecting with neshama, feeling the presence of divine wisdom and peace. Exhale slowly and completely through your mouth, relaxing, releasing with ruach, letting go of any remaining tension or worry. Allow yourself to sink deeper into relaxation with each exhale. Continue this breathing at your own pace for a few cycles. Each inhale drawing in nefesh, each pause at the top connecting with neshama, and each exhale releasing with ruach. Let your breath guide you into a state of calm and centeredness. Let's take one more deep breath in, filling yourself with nefesh, pausing gently with neshama, and exhaling fully with ruach, feeling grounded and at peace. When you're ready, gently open your eyes, bringing this sense of peace and centeredness with you into Shabbat as we light the candles on page 120. As we gather together to welcome the sacred tranquility of Shabbat, we turn to the Psalms, timeless expressions of devotion and praise that have guided Jewish worship for millennia. Each psalm, one for each day of the week, resonates with the emotion and aspirations of the human spirit, inviting us to connect deeply with our Creator and with one another. In the tradition of Kabbalat Shabbat, or welcoming Shabbat, the psalm serves as a prelude to the evening prayers, setting a tone of reverence and joy as we transition from the ordinary week to the sanctity of Shabbat. Through their poetry and melody, we express gratitude for the blessings of creation, seek divine guidance and protection, and celebrate the spiritual rest that Shabbat brings. So we kick things off with Psalm 95, which is sort of a pep rally for God. So please turn to page 130. Get those spirit fingers ready. Except I forget how it goes. Oh. Lechune ranena, lechune ranena, lechune ranena, ladonai. Lechune ranena, lechune ranena, lechune ranena, ladonai. Naria, naria, letzur yishenu, nekanma fana betoda. Naria, naria, letzur yishenu, bizmi rot naria lo. Lechune ranena, lechune ranena, lechune ranela ladonai. Lechune ranena, lechune ranena, lechune ranena ladonai. Moving right along, Psalm 96 is the one with the famous Karlebach melody that you've heard before. Maybe someday we'll do that one, but I learned that this one's actually truncated, so it doesn't quite fit with it. Next time. This psalm, with no specific mention of Israel or any specific people at all, transcends all divisions among us in celebration of God. And we're going to start with Yismechu, the bottom paragraph on page 131. Here we go. Yismechu hashamayim, Yismechu hashamayim, Yismechu hashamayim, v'tagel haaretz. Yismechu hashamayim, Yismechu hashamayim, Yismechu hashamayim, v'tagel haaretz. Yiram hayam, Yiram hayam, Yiram hayam, umelo o. Yiram hayam, Yiram hayam, Yiram hayam, umelo o. Yismechu hashamayim, Yismechu hashamayim, Yismechu hashamayim, v'tagel haaretz. Please join me next on page 133. And we're going to read in English at the top of the page. We'll do it responsively. I'll read the first four, and you guys take it away from there. Adonai is sovereign. Let the earth exult, the many islands rejoice. Dense clouds are around God. Righteousness and justice are the base of God's throne. And please join me next on page 134 in English for Psalm 98. We'll all read this one together. Sing praise to Adonai with the lyre and melodious song. With trumpets and the blast of the horn, raise a shout before Adonai the ruler. Let the sea and all within it thunder, the world and its inhabitants. Let the rivers clap their hands. The mountains sing joyously together at the presence of Adonai, for God is coming to rule the earth. God will rule the earth justly and its peoples with equity. Psalm 99 continues the theme from Psalm 98 with the theme of God's justice. To be in Or Lagoyim, a light unto the nations, we must first be a light unto ourselves. And we'll sing this one, the Romemu portion at the bottom in Hebrew of Psalm 99. Romemu Adonai Elokeinu Vehishachavu Lehar Kocho. Romemu Adonai Elokeinu Vehishachavu Lehar Kocho. Ki Kadosh Adonai Elokeinu Romemu. Ki Kadosh Adonai Eloheinu Romemu Adonai Eloheinu Vehishtach Lehar Kocho. Romemu Adonai Eloheinu Vehishachavu Lehar Kocho. We're going to close out this section of Psalms with Psalm 29 on page 136. And this is in Psalm 29, we see some hints of themes of creation, which we talked about on Shavuot, alluding to the commandment to remember Shabbat. For in 6 days God created the heavens and the earth, and on the seventh day God rested. And this one is, I've done it once before. I've never heard it since then. It's been about a year since I led services, but we're going to, yes. We do. This is an interesting math lesson. But as long as there's calculus in it, I'm okay. Well, I'm glad that we went back in time. Okay, well, and this one is nice because it ties into this whole theme. And now you're going to learn the spicy version. It's repetitive, it's passionate, it's long, so, okay, it might take you a couple verses, but we're going to go through this. This is my favorite song. My nefesh, my ruach, my kavanah. Mizmor LeDavid. Havu l'Adonai b'nei Elim, havu l'Adonai kavod va'os, havu l'Adonai kavod shemo, hishachavu l'Adonai b'har kodesh, kol Adonai al hamayim el hakavod, hirim Adonai al mayim rabim, kol Adonai ba'koach, kol Adonai behadar, Kol Adonai shaver arazim, bashar ber Adonai et harsei havanon. Nayarkidem kemo el Levanon, vesirion kemo ven remim. Kol Adonai hosevot lavot esh, kol Adonai yahil midbar. Yil Adonai midbar kadesh, kol Adonai yachol ayalot, vayechasov ye'arot, uvhechalo kulo, omer kavod. Adonai lama bo yashav, vayeshev Adonai melech leolam, Adonai oz li'amo yitain, Adonai yavarek et amo v'shalom. Ya la la la, ya la 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 la, ya la la la, ya la la la, ya la, ya la 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 la, ya la 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 la. I need a bigger podium here. Put in that funding request. All right. So next up, we're gonna start off on page 138. But before we get started, it's Tzvat, 138. It's Tzvat where this poem originated. The mystics, I learned this today, would go out in the field and greet Shabbat as they faced the setting sun. Like, it's very poetic, which I guess would make sense if you're in Tzvat and you're mystic. They would return to their synagogue, ushering their beloved Shekhinah, the Shabbat bride. I just thought that imagery was just really cool. Like, we're surrounded by these windows, so soak it all in. And we can kind of invoke the divine presence that way. So, Lecha Dodi, 1, 2, 5, and 8. 9, And we're going to rise on 9. Okay. We're going to do the traditional one. Lecha dodi likrat kala, pnei Shabbat nekabela. Lecha dodi likrat kala, pnei Shabbat nekabela. Shamor v'zachor b'dibor echad, Hishmianu el cham yuchad, Adonai uchad u'shemo echad, L'shimu tiferet v'litehila. Lecha dodi likrat kala, pnei Shabbat nekabela. Lecha dodi likrat kala, pnei Shabbat nekabela. Likrat Shabbat lechu v'nilcha, ki hi makor haracha, merosh mikedem nesucha, sof ma'aseh b'machshavat hila. Lecha dodi likrat kala, pnei Shabbat nekabela. Lecha dodi likrat kala, pnei Shabbat nekabela. Hitoreri, kiva orekumi ori, uri, shir daberi, kevod Adonai alaich nigla. Lecha dodi likrat kala, pnei Shabbat nekabela. Lecha dodi likrat kala, pnei Shabbat nekabela. Boi v'shalom ateret bala, gam b'simcha u'b'tzohola, toch emunei am segula, boi chala. Lecha dodi likrat kala, pnei Shabbat nekabela. Lecha dodi likrat kala, pnei Shabbat nekabela. Now, from what I recall, this is since we're already standing, we greet our neighbors. This was not in the script, but I paid attention. So, welcome to those who are watching live. Shabbat Shalom. Yeah, we got. I'm fine with it. All right. We're still greeting and schmoozing. I've lost control. All right. Now that we ushered the Shabbat bride into our holy space, Psalm 92 is considered by some to be the official beginning of Shabbat. According to Midrash, Shabbat herself stood up and recited this psalm amidst God's creation of the world, thereby affirming the role of Shabbat as the day of inner joy and rest for all God's creatures. So please join me on page 140 for Psalm 92, Mizmor Shir, or at least the fun part. Mizmor Shir Leom HaShabbat Tov Leodot L'Adonai Ulezamer L'Shimcha Elyon Ulezamer L'Shimcha Elyon Mizmor Shir Leom HaShabbat Tov Leodot L'Adonai Ulezamer L'Shimcha Elyon Ulezamer L'Shimcha Elyon Lagin Baboker Chastecha Ve'munatcha ba'alelot, alei asor ba'alei navel, alei higayon bechinor, Mizmor shir le'yom hashabbat tov le'odot l'Adonai ulezamer l'shimcha elyon ulezamer l'shimcha elyon ki simchtani Adonai befo alecha b'maaseh yadecha aranein ma gatlu maasecha Adonai me'od amku machshevotecha mizmor shir le'yom hashabbat tov le'odot l'Adonai ulezamer l'shimcha elyon ulezamer l'shimcha elyon mizmor shir le'yom hashabbat tov le'odot l'Adonai ulezamer l'shimcha elyon ulezamer l'shimcha elyon. I think this service and these songs would be a lot more fun if some of us had like belly dancing outfits with the jewels and that one especially. Yeah. And with instruments. So maybe we'll have to bring that too. I'll start making a list of all the things. We wrap up the Kabbalat Shabbat service with Shalom Aleichem, which is a song normally sung as one heads home from the synagogue, but there's something comforting about the song and the images of angels accompanying us on our spiritual journey as we daven Ma'ariv here as a community before we head home. So page 142. And we'll do this. Do you want to do the South Dakota one? All right. Or the regular one. There's 3 versions. Hold on. Time out. Now for this one's like a country one. Shalom Aleichem, Malachei Hasharet, Malachei Hasharet, Malachei Elyon, Mi Melech, Malachei Hamlachim, HaKadosh, HaKadosh Baruch Hu, Mi Melech, Malachei Hamlachim, HaKadosh, HaKadosh Baruch Hu, Mi Melech, Malachei Hamlachim, HaKadosh, HaKadosh Baruch Hu, Boechem L'Shalom, Malachei Hashalom, Malachei Hashalom, Malachei Elyon, Mi Melech, Malachei Hamlachim, HaKadosh, HaKadosh Baruch Hu, Mi Melech, Malachei Hamlachim, HaKadosh, HaKadosh Baruch Hu, Mi Melech, Malachei Hamlachim, HaKadosh, HaKadosh Baruch Hu, Barkuni L'Shalom, Malachei Hashalom, Malachei Hashalom, Malachei Elyon, Mi Melech, Malachei Hamlachim, HaKadosh, HaKadosh Baruch Hu, Mi Melech, Malachei Hamlachim, HaKadosh, HaKadosh Baruch Hu, Mi Melech, Malachei Hamlachim, HaKadosh, HaKadosh Baruch Hu. Tzeitechem L'Shalom, Malachei Hashalom, Malachei Hashalom, Malachei Elyon, Mi Melech, Malachei Hamlachim, HaKadosh, HaKadosh Baruch Hu, Mi Melech, Malachei Hamlachim, HaKadosh, HaKadosh Baruch Hu, Mi Melech, Malachei Hamlachim, HaKadosh, HaKadosh Baruch Hu. All right, another theme that you're going to see in the service, this is Stephanieism, is I really am drawn to the readings in the margins. So we're going to probably stick to those today. So together, at the bottom of page 143, we're going to read that. And so we understand that ordinary people are messengers of the Most High. They go about their tasks in holy anonymity, often even unknown to themselves. Yet if they had not been there, if they had not said what they said or did what they did, it would not be the way it is now. We would not be the way we are now. Never forget that you too yourself may be a messenger, perhaps even one whose errand extends over several lifetimes. Entrances to holiness are everywhere. The possibility of ascent is all the time, even in unlikely times and through unlikely places. There is no place on earth without the presence. Please turn to page 144. Yitkadal v'yikada shemei rabba v'yamadi v'achirte v'yamlich machute v'chaye chon uv'yom echon u'chaye dekol beit Yisrael bagala bagala uv'izman kari v'imeru amen Yehi shmei rabba mevorach li'olam me'amaya Yitbarach v'yishabach v'yitbar v'yitramam v'yitnaseh v'yithadar v'yitalev v'yitalal shemir kudashah v'yichu le'ela mikol birchata v'shirata tushbechata v'nechemata damiram b'yama v'meru amen. Time out before we rise. 1 second. Or if you already stand, you can stay standing. Go ahead and stand. Everybody please stand. What does it mean to be called to worship? All serious activity requires preparation. The prayers and blessings that precede Baruch Hu are warm-ups for the individual. Now, communal prayer begins. The leader asks, "Are you ready to pray?" And we respond, "Yes, let us pray." Please join me on the Baruch Hu with page 146. Ya la 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 la. Ya la 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 la. Ya 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 la 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 la. Ya la 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 la. Ya la 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 la. Baruch Hu et Adonai HaMevorach. Please be seated. And I'll read the Hebrew on page 148, and then we'll follow with the English. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech ha'olam, asher bidvaro ma'ariv aravim, b'chochma poteach she'arim, u'vitvuna mishaneh itim, u'machalif et hazmanim, u'misarder et ha'kochavim, b'mish merotechem barkir kirtzono. Barei yom v'layla goel or mipnei choshek v'choshek mipnei or umavir yom mivein layla umavir bayin yom mivein layla Adonai tzvaot shemo echad v'kayam tamidim lo chaleinu le'olam va'ed Baruch atah Adonai ha'ma'ariv v'aravim. Now together in the middle of the page in English. Blessed are you, Adonai our God, ruler of the universe, who speaks the evening into being, skillfully opens the gates, thoughtfully alters the time and changes the seasons, and arranges the stars in their heavenly courses according to plan. You are a creator of day and night, rolling light away from darkness and darkness from light, transforming day into night and distinguishing one from the other. Adonai Tzvaot is your name. Ever-living God, may you reign continually over us into eternity. Blessed are you, Adonai, who brings on the evening. Baruch atah Adonai HaMa'ariv Aravim. Please turn to page 150 for Ahavat Olam, big love, so we can express eternal love and gratitude for God for granting us the gift of Shabbat, Torah, and all its mitzvot. Ahavat Olam Beit Yisrael Amhavta mitzvot, chukim umishpatim, otanu limadeta. Al kein Adonai Eloheinu, b'shokbeinu uvkumeinu, nasiach behukecha, v'nismach b'divrei Toratecha, uv'mitzvotecha le'olam va'ed. Ki hem chayenu ve'orech yameinu uvahem nege yomam v'layla v'avta'atcha al tasir mimenu le'olamim baruch ata Adonai Eloheinu amo Yisrael. And we'll read in English together, the middle of that page, on 150 together. Everlasting love, you offered your people Israel by teaching us Torah and mitzvot, laws and precepts. Therefore, Adonai our God, when we lie down and when we rise up, we will meditate on your laws and your commandments. We will rejoice in your Torah forever. Day and night we will reflect on them, for they are our life, and doing them lengthens our days. Never remove your love from us. Praise to you, Adonai, who loves your people Israel. Baruch atah Adonai Ohev Amo Yisrael. Before we recite the central prayer of our faith, the Shema, take a breath. Restore and revitalize your nefesh, your ruach, and your neshama. Shema Yisrael Adonai Eloheinu Adonai Echad. 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 Baruch Shem Kavod Malchuto Leolam Vaed. Baruch Shem Kavod Malchuto Leolam Vaed. Shema Yisrael Adonai Eloheinu Adonai Echad. Shema Yisrael Adonai Eloheinu Adonai Echad. Please join me with the Ve'ahavta on page 154. Ve'ahavta et Adonai Elohecha b'chol levavcha u'b'chol nafshecha u'b'chol me'odecha. Dehayu ha'devarim ha'eleh asher anohi mitzavecha hayom al levavecha v'shinantam levanecha v'dibarta bam v'shivtecha b'veitecha uv'lechtecha v'derech uv'shokpacha uv'kumecha uv'shartam le'ot al yadecha v'hayu le'totafot bein einecha uchtavtam al mezuzot beitecha uvisharecha laman tiskaru v'asitem et kol mitzvotai v'yitem kadoshim le'elohechem ani Adonai Elohechem asher hotzeiti etchem me'eretz Mitzrayim liot lachem le'elohim ani Adonai Elohechem. Every time I read the Ve'ahavta, like when I'm talking to my students or somebody that's learning, especially how to chant Torah, I tell them, hey, go back to this paragraph because it has all the biggies in there. Just go ahead and read it, and if you forget one, just refer back to the Ve'ahavta, and it'll never lead you astray. We will read together on the top of page 155. Love your God with every heartbeat, with every breath, with every conscious act. Keep in mind the words I command you today. Teach them to your children. Talk about them at work, whether you are tired or you are rested. Let them guide the work of your hands. Keep them in the forefront of your vision. Do not leave them at the doorway of your house or outside your gate. They're reminders to do all of my mitzvot so that you can be holy for God. I am Adonai your God. I led you out of Egypt to be your God. I am Adonai your God. Transition from themes of creation, the Shamor, remember part of the commandment, and love for Torah, to Zachor, guarding the Shabbat, and the themes of redemption from slavery Egypt are what we find next. And please join me, we're going to try this one out. The top of page 156. Emet ve'emunah, emet ve'emunah, emet ve'emunah, kol zot ve'kayam aleinu, emet ve'emunah, kol zot. One more time. Emet ve'emunah, emet ve'emunah, emet ve'emunah, kol zot ve'kayam aleinu, emet ve'emunah, kol zot. Now let's read together on the bottom in English, page 156 together. All this we hold to be true and trustworthy for us. You alone are our God, and we are Israel, your people. You are our sovereign and our Savior, who delivers us from oppressors' hands and saves us from tyrants' fists. You work wonders without number, marvels beyond count. You give us life and steady our footsteps. You perform miracles for us before Pharaoh, signs and wonders in the land of the Egyptians. You led your people Israel out from their midst to freedom for all time. When your children witnessed your dominance, they praised your name in gratitude, and they accepted your sovereignty. Moses, Miriam, and all Israel sang to you together, lifting their voices joyously. So please join with For Mi Chamocha on page 158. Yai lai, yai lai, yai la 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 la, yai lai, lai la 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 la, yai lai, lai la, yai lai la la la, yai lai lai, yai la 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 la. Mi chamocha ba'elim Adonai, mi kamocha nedar b'kodesh, nora tehilot osef eleh, tehilot osef eleh. Tehara uvanecha bokei ayam lifnei Moshe u'Miriam, ze Elianu ve'amru, ze Elianu ve'amru, Adonai imloch le'olam va'ed, Adonai imloch le'olam va'ed. Mi chamocha ba'elim Adonai, mi kamocha nedar b'kodesh, nora tehilot osef eleh, nora tehilot osef eleh. On page 158, let's read the English responsively. Who is like you, O God, among the gods that are worshipped? Who is like you, majestic in holiness, awesome in splendor, working wonders? Thus it is said, Adonai redeemed Jacob from a hand stronger than his own. Praised are you, Adonai, for redeeming Israel. Baruch atah Adonai Ga'al Yisrael. We next turn to page 160. I just think this is like the most comforting prayer, one of the most comforting prayers that we have. We're going to do this one in Hebrew. We're going to do the first, 3 lines, and then it skips to like the middle indented part. You'll pick it up. Hashkivenu Adonai Eloheinu l'shalom v'hamidenu shomreinu L'chaim. I gotta start this one lower. Hold on, let me start lower. I'm an alto. Hashkivenu Adonai Eloheinu L'shalom V'hamidenu Shomreinu L'chaim. Hashkivenu Adonai Eloheinu L'shalom V'hamidenu Shomreinu L'chaim. Ushmor Tzeitenu Uvoenu L'chaim U'shalom Me'ata v'ad olam. Hashkivenu Adonai Eloheinu L'shalom V'hamidenu Shomreinu L'chaim. Hashkivenu Adonai Eloheinu L'shalom V'hamidenu Shomreinu L'chaim. Let's read together in English on page 160. Together. Grant, O God, that we lie down in peace, and raise us up, O guardian, to life renewed. Spread over us the shelter of your peace. Guide us with your good counsel, for your name's sake be our help. Shield and shelter us beneath the shadow of your wings. Defend us against enemies, illness, war, famine, and sorrow. Distance us from wrongdoing. For you, God, watch over us and deliver us. For you, God, are gracious and merciful. Guard our going and our coming, to life and to peace evermore. Baruch atah Adonai haporei sukat shalom aleinu v'al amo Yisrael v'al Yerushalayim. And kind of as we wrap up our homage to creation, we're going to turn to page 162 for Dawn's favorite song, Vishamru. So I'm expecting some good moves out of you. Top of the page. Vishamru v'nei Yisrael et ha-Shabbat lasod et ha-Shabbat ledorotam barit olam. Vishamru v'nei Yisrael et ha-Shabbat lasod et ha-Shabbat ledorotam barit olam. Beini uvein b'nei Yisrael oti le'olam, oti le'olam. Vishamru v'nei Yisrael et ha-Shabbat lasod et ha-Shabbat ledorotam barit olam. Yisheshet yamim asa Adonai et hashamayim ve'et haaretz. Veshamru v'nei Yisrael et ha-Shabbat lasot et ha-Shabbat ledorotam barit olam. Another one? Oh, did I not finish it? Sa Adonai et hashamayim ve'et ha. Did we already sing that? Yom HaShvi'i. Let's do it again. Shabbat vayinafash, Shabbat vayinafash, Shabbat vayinafash. Veshamru v'nei Yisrael et ha-Shabbat lasod et ha-Shabbat ledorotam barit olam. I think I'm going to need to take some more breaths before. No, it's cool. Okay. All right. So here is another transition into very serious prayer, very individual prayer, but also communal prayer. It's very dynamic. So before we rise, we're going to do another breath. Pray as if everything depended on God. Act as if everything depended on you. So we're going to take, before we stand, just soak it in. And when you're ready, please rise and join me on page 164. their own pace until page 180, and then please be seated. Ose shalom bimroma, Ase shalom aleinu, ve'al kol Yisrael, ve'imru amen. Ose shalom bimroma, Ase shalom aleinu, ve'al kol Yisrael, ve'imru amen. Yaseh shalom, shalom aleinu, v'al kol Yisrael. 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 It's cool, even though my kids aren't here, I think of Sean like every time with this, like, he's not paying attention, he's reading that cupcake book in the back, and then all of a sudden, Ose Shalom, it's like, I gotta clap. His little job, it's like the sweetest thing. Ugh, I miss him. Okay, onward. Although we refrain from petitioning on Shabbat, we recite the Misha Berach prayer to invoke divine healing and comfort for all who are in need. This week, we are saying a prayer for the following: Stanley Sachs, Susan Schenk, Reuven ben Shlomo Mordechai V'Tzipora, David Zimmerman, Kathy Twardock, Matthew Billings, Zelda Bot Esther Profeta, Brandy Davis, Faye Green, Frederick Kaufman, Janice Broder, Peggy Patrick, Yafa Bot Max, Yosef Meir Ben Avraham Vasara, Marsha Weiss, Ganendal Bat Sima, David and Dylan Morse, Nikki Bavan, Adam Bicol, and Jane Pogi. Do we have any questions? Yes, ma'am. Please join me with the Misha Barak prayer on page 371 in the middle. Misha Barak Avotenu Mekor HaBracha Limotenu. May the source of strength, who bless the ones before us, help us find the courage to make our lives a blessing, and let us say, Amen. Mishe Berach Imotenu Mekor HaBracha Yavotenu. Bless those in need of healing with refuah shalema, the renewal of body, the renewal of spirit, and let us say, Amen. Okay, this is where I heard I get to give a Devar Torah. This is indeed true. Okay, so hang up your prayer books for a moment, and hold on, just again, where's that budget committee? So we're going with the longer one, but that's spicier. Okay, I had two. I was going to talk about Jewish retirement, but it's been voted off. So, so we're gonna go with the other one. So if you're here on Saturday, for the record, I have two, but we're gonna go with the longer one. That doesn't happen often. Dawn's gonna hear it twice. So am I. I'm gonna hear it twice too. So who's gonna be here tomorrow? Okay, let's do the other one. I'll do the other one. I'll save the spicy one for tomorrow. It's wildly entertaining. I'll deliver it. Oh my gosh, I'm so excited for tomorrow. Okay, so here we're talking about Jewish retirement. All right, so let's delve into Parshat Beha'alotecha, the second Parsha in Numbers. The narrative is a weird blend of laws, drama, some more laws, and then more drama. We read about the use of trumpets to summon the community, Moses' prayer before the ark when departing or resting on our journey. That is now part of our liturgy. Recruitment of 70 elders to help Moses manage everything, incessant complaining by the Israelites, and a strange episode at the very end between Miriam and Aaron that results in a quick bout of leprosy for her. So setting all that aside, this is a juicy one. So setting all that aside, we're not even done. The Parsha unfolds with God telling Aaron to raise up the lights of the menorah in the sanctuary, Beha'alotecha, now that it's complete, symbolizing the eternal light and spiritual vigilance within our community. This Parsha's namesake, Beha'alotecha, I said it a couple times, to rise up, has the same shoresh as Aliyah, Ayin Lamed He, which conveys the idea of ascending, going up, or rising. The narrative continues with the consecration of the Levites rising up to perform their sacred duties. But one little nugget stuck out to me. The Torah states that the Levites start their service at age 25 and retire at age 50. How about that? Why retire from sacred service when one is still capable and experienced? What on earth does Jewish retirement look like? I wasn't exaggerating, that's what it's really about. How do we apply Beha'alotecha, the idea of rising up to retirement? It's also because I hit 19 years in the Air Force, it's like on my mind. No shame in that. This age-based structure teaches us two lessons on this phase of life. First, transition. The Levites' retirement at age 50 highlights the importance of life transition and provides a framework for this transition. The Talmud tells us that once 50 rolls around, our Jewish retirees are not off the hook. Tractate Kiddushin offers insights into the stages of life and the evolving roles of individuals within the community. It elaborates on the phases of learning and teaching, suggesting that retirement from physical labor or formal duties should not signify disengagement from communal life, but rather a transition to a different mode of contribution, often through study, mentorship, and acts of kindness. More specifically, in the context of this parsha, Levite retirement marks a time when individuals are expected to transition from active duty to a role of mentorship and guidance. Passing their knowledge on to the next generation is a sacred obligation. Mentorship, in Jewish tradition, embodies the sacred duty to pass down knowledge and values from one generation to the next. Retirees possess a wealth of life lessons, steeped in the tapestry of Jewish history and tradition. From ethical teachings of Pirkei Avot to personal lessons of perseverance, the people in this portion of our community are natural custodians of stories, bearers of resilience, and repositories of wisdom gained through trials and triumphs. These narratives, steeped in faith and resilience, offer guidance not only in navigating personal challenges, but also in understanding the broader human experience. This transition is not just about stepping back, but rising up, embracing a new form of service that enriches the community in the spirit of Baha'alotacha. Jewish tradition imparts a profound calling for those who have amassed wisdom and experience to become mentors and guides. Retirement marks not the end of contribution, but a transition into a role of heightened and raised significance. See what I did there? Within the community as mentors. You're welcome. Second, balance. The Levite service period underscores the idea of balance and sustainability in communal life. By limiting active service to a specific period, the community ensures that duties are shared equitably among its members. This practice encourages continual renewal and prevents burnout. That's nice of them. Allowing each individual to serve effectively while still providing for their physical and spiritual needs. This structured age-based service system promotes balance in several ways. It ensures a continual influx of youthful energy and enthusiasm to rise up into communal service, while also in keeping with the Baha'alotacha theme, while also benefiting from the experience and wisdom accumulated over years of dedicated practice. This combination of youthful vigor and seasoned experience fosters a dynamic and sustainable community environment, where the responsibilities of communal leadership are shared equitably among generations. Judaism views balance not only in terms of age and physical capabilities, but also in spiritual and ethical dimensions. The Torah teaches moderation in all aspects of life, guiding individuals to avoid extremes, which is weird because we read about the Nazarites last week, but that's fine, and cultivate a harmonious existence. This principle extends to communal life, where each member contributes according to their abilities and stage of life, ensuring that the community thrives collectively. Moreover, the Levitical service period underscores the importance of timing and rhythm in communal life. Just as the Levites were assigned specific periods of active service, Judaism emphasizes the cyclical nature of time and the importance of seasons. This cyclical perspective encourages communities to rise up, adapt to changing circumstances, embrace renewal, and maintain continuity in their spiritual and communal practices. In retirement, the Jewish community beckons its elders to embrace a role that transcends leisure, even doubling down into a role that elevates, inspires, and enriches via mentorship and balance. Instead of telling the youth to get off your lawn, Jewish retirement provides an opportunity to foster intergenerational connections, bridging the gap between past and future, and ensuring that the flame of Jewish heritage burns brightly in hearts and minds yet to come. As we gathered on the Shabbat, let us draw inspiration from the Levites' example and the wisdom from our sages. May we find ways to continue serving our communities and honoring our traditions, recognizing that the contributions evolve over time, but remain integral to the fabric of Jewish life. Shabbat Shalom. And if you come tomorrow, you'll probably hear some stuff that I'm probably going to get talking to about. So I encourage you to come to that. I'm very, very excited. Okay, we're going to wrap this up. Please join me on page 586 and rise for Aleinu. 586. Or I think we do the second one, right? Okay, I did my homework. 586. Hunote Shamayim Veyosed Aretz Umoshev Yikaro Bashamayim Ima'al Ushkinatu Zo Begov He Meromim Hu Eloheinu Einod Emet Malkeinu Efesulato Kakatu Betorato Vietatahaya Vehashavota Elevaveha Ki Adonai Huha Elohim Bam 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 Bashamayim Mima'al V'yaharetz Yitachat Einod Continue silently on page 590. Kakatuba Toratecha Adonai Yimloch Le'olam Va'ed V'nemar V'haya Adonai V'lelech Al Kol Ha'aretz Bayom Hahu Yeh Adonai Echad U'Shemo Echad U'Shemo Echad. Please be seated. Our thoughts turn to those who have departed this earth, our own loved ones, those whom our friends and neighbors have lost, the martyrs of our people whose graves are unmarked, and those of every race and nation whose lives have been a blessing to humanity. As we remember them, we meditate on the meaning of love and loss, of life and death. This Shabbat, we are reserving the following yard sites for our family and community members. Gary Markowicz, Diana Dye, Leonard Weiner, Michael Superstein, Daniel Archie Siegelman, Jenny Sanders, Leona Feinberg Fisher, May Rudnick, Naomi Raum, Rose Straight, Doris Schatz, Lester Cohen, Morris Kramer, Rabbi Joel Dobin, Rachel Gonich Lieber, Basilio H. Flores Garza, Francis Zedek, Isidore Pfeffer, Albert Salzman, Anna Gotthelf, Dorothy Wallen, Jack Silvers, Joseph Solok, Louis Superstein, Mildred Isbitz, Isadora Polant, and William Gale, and all Lubran. Are there any other yard sites that anybody would like to bring up? Those observing yard site and those whose custom it is to stand with them, please rise from Mordish Kaddish on page 598. Yitkada v'yitkada shemei rabah, v'yamad yivrach yiruteh, v'yamlich malchuteh, v'chayechon uvyomechon, uv'chayet dekol beit Yisrael, ba'agala uvizman kari v'imru, amen. Yehei shmei rabah mevorach le'olam ulamei amaya. Yitbarak v'yishtabak v'yitpa'ar v'yitroman v'yitnaseh, v'yitadar v'yitalev v'yitalal, shmei kudasha b'richu, le'elah min kol berchata v'shirata, tush bechata v'nechamata, damiram v'alma v'imru, amen. Yehei shlama rabba min shemaya, v'chayim aleinu v'yakol Yisrael v'imru, amen. Oseh shalom v'imrumav, hu ya'aseh shalom, aleinu v'yakol Yisrael v'imru, amen. We're going to call Maggie up here to tell us everything that's going on.
Shabbat shalom, everyone. I don't know if you can hear me. Okay. Thank you for coming out on this lovely Erev Shabbat for our service. Thank you, Stephanie Harley, for being absolutely amazing, wonderful, and unbelievably fantastic. I wasn't able to editorialize that one quite that quickly. for leading us this evening. So thank you so much. And thank you for all of us for showing up, because quite frankly, it's Friday and it's been hot and we made it and we've survived this week, and I think that's amazing. Our fourth Friday Shabbat potluck dinner is Friday the 28th. Sign up by the 26th or Kobe will turn it off and you won't be able to sign up and you'll just have to show up. Our next Shabbat in the park is Friday, July 5th at 6:30 at Monument Valley Park. Check the maps for park access. You can bring dinner, chairs, blanket, all that kind of good stuff at 5:30 with the service at 6:30. You can register online at templeshalom.com, or you can, of course, just show up because it is, after all, a park. Jake Rayner will be called to the Torah on Saturday, July 13th. So Mazel Tov to Mark and Carrie Rayner on the bar mitzvah of their son Jake. To be there and support Jake, please don't forget to register. I think we're probably all going to be there, so I'm not too worried. It is membership renewal time. So please complete any forms that are necessary. If you need a hard copy, they can get you one at the office. Please complete and submit as soon as possible. That has a lot to do with our budget for the next year and how much we can count on each other to support our Jewish community here in Springs. It is also sign the kids up for religious school time, application forms, and the 24-25 school year. The calendars are available, sorry, templeshalom.com. I wasn't quite ready for that moment. Or you can contact the office and they'll send the forms in the mail. I'm just not ready for the school year to already be like a thing. The preschool is also accepting applications for morning preschool during the school year. You can sign up online or call the office. If you know any temple members who are ill, hospitalized, or suffering a loss, please contact the office so that we can reach out and provide encouragement and support. I am the Oneg Maven that is here this evening, so I'm going to thank myself for setting out the Oneg for this evening. We got some goodies, y'all. So thank you so much for coming. If you were not here, you missed out. I'm just saying Shabbat Shalom and have a wonderful evening. Thank you, Steph.
All right, wrapping it up. 6:25. It's the normal one, but please harmonize. If you're able to do, we're gonna do Adon Olam on page 625. This is like my favorite version. I don't know, it's just the normal one. If you're able to harmonize, I'd love to hear it. Or maybe I'll harmonize. Adon Olam Asher Malach B'terem Kol Yetzir Nira Li'et Nasa V'chefso Kol Azai Melech Shemo Nikra Azai Melech Shemo Nikra V'yacharei Kilot HaKol Levado Yimach Nora Vehu Chaya Vehu Choveh Vehu Yiyeh B'tifara Vehu Yiyeh B'tifara Vehu Echad Ve'ein Sheni Leham Shilo Lechach Bira Beli Reshit Beli Tachlit Velo Ha'oz V'Hamisra Lo Ha'oz V'Hamisra Vehu Eli V'Chai Goali V'Tzor Chavli B'Yetzara Vehu Nisi Umanosli Menat Kosi B'Yom Ekra Menat Kosi B'Yom Ekra B'Yado Akid Ruhi B'Eit Hishan Ve'Ave'Aira Ve'Imruhi Gaviati Adonai Li Velo Ira Adonai Li Velo Ira. Shabbat Shalom. All right, join us in the back.